So we're about 40 minutes away from Pictured Rocks, and we pulled off at a little stop along the road here, just roadside park. Yeah, roadside park off 77, right? Yeah, we just turned off Route 2 up onto 77 and stopped to take a bathroom break, and Bryce decided he was hungry, so he's inside making a sandwich. So I guess we're going to all have a sandwich.
Hi, Bryce.
Hi.
How's your sandwich?
I don't know, I only had the crust.
You having fun so far?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like traveling like this, going to different places?
I don't know. It's a lot of sitting, and I don't like sitting. But going around each campground is definitely fun. It's just getting there that's not so fun.
The good news is we could check in early, and we got a cheaper rate. We only had to pay the 20 amp electric only rate.
Uh-oh.
Because their well pump got hit by lightning, and they have no water at any of the sites right now. So we've got 2 bottles of water. They offered to give us some bottled water if we wanted it. And they said we could go down this dirt road over here. And the hotel next door has a hose out where people can fill up their water tank if you need water. So we're sitting over at the hotel waiting to fill up our water tank. It looks like there's one guy filling up now, another guy behind him coming the other way, and then another camper and us lined up coming in this direction. So it may be a while before we get filled up and get to our site. So we got here, turned on our water pump, and it just kept running and wouldn't stop. We were having some issues, when was that, a couple of weeks ago, months ago, when we were camping with our water pump.
Anytime we don't have full hookup.
Yeah, with our water pump running. So I went out there and looked and took apart the 4-way selector valve. It's sitting right here. And well, you probably can't see that, it's not focusing, but
It's right there.
anyways, one of the O-rings in that valve is broken in a couple pieces. I doubt I can get the O-ring right now, but I called up to the camp store and they have super glue, so I'm going to try and bond this O-ring back together and put it in there to get us through the rest of this trip. Hopefully that'll work and we can get our water pump running. Then I think we're going to head into town and what are we doing?
I think I'm going to go find some waterfalls.
Yeah, we found some waterfall trails, or Moina did, and we'll go check those out.
Don't glue your fingers.
I'm trying not to. Now I'm putting a little bit of Vaseline on the seals because I had to clean off all the lubricant so that I could glue it back together.
You're sure the O-ring had enough time to dry? It's not going to get water in it and blow it right out?
Yep, I'm pretty sure it's good to go.
Okay. Is that something that you added to this camper?
Yes, I added the valve.
Oh. That was crazy. Why'd you do that for?
I added it because it's great for winterizing and for switching between the city water and the pump. And if you ever need to suck water out of a jug, you can do that with it too. But I wasn't expecting this problem to come up. Until it stops. It stopped.
Winner!
I think we're back in business.
So we are here at Miners Falls, the first waterfall hit trail we're going to hit while we're up here in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. So looks like it's about 0.6 miles. Not quite sure what I'm going to expect, but whether it's hard or not, but we'll go see. Wow.
What were you saying about liking the upper view better?
For Miners Castle, the upper view lookout is much better. But for Pictured Rocks, definitely is worth the 1,000 feet down here.
So other than thinking we're lost, what do you think of the trail?
It's interesting. There's tons of pines and a bunch of sand, and now I found this like little like rusty looking stream with like a sand beach thing. I have no idea. It's very interesting. Nothing like this in Ohio.
A lot less people on this trail than everywhere else we've been.
Yeah.
We've only passed what, like 2 or 3 people?
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys.
Let's keep going.
Well, Sid, what do you think of the hike to the beach? Was it okay?
Yeah.
Was it worth it?
No.
You got to play in the water again.
I still want to go eat.
All right. What about you, Mom? What do you think?
I'm ready to go eat too. But this hike was totally worth it.
All right, we finished up breakfast this morning, and now we're going to head over to KITCH-ITI-KIPI. I think I said that right. It's in Palm Brook State Park. It's a huge natural spring. There's like a platform that goes around the spring, and you can see way down in the water. So we're going to head over there this morning, and then we're going to head over to a beach. We're not sure which one yet, but we're going to pick up lunch, then hang out at the beach for a while this afternoon. And this evening we're taking the Pictured Rock boat cruise, so we're going to go check that out later today.
We're at the big spring at some kind of state park here in Michigan. I don't remember what it was called.
Palm something.
Palm something. Looks like there's a big line from when we were pulling in, so we're going to go figure out what we got to do to get out on this raft.
I'm thinking we've been in line for about 20 minutes. She said it was 40 minutes to an hour. I think it's going to be longer.
Fish are not good parents, that's my opinion. That's, you know, entirely up to other people where they feel about that. But we've got fish that come in because this doesn't freeze. So we'll get warm water fish in here. This place is really neat in the winter. You might see pike, you might see walleye, perch, bluegill, all kinds of warm water fish. And fish being bad parents will start families, and then the creek opens up and they leave. So we're not keeping those fish in here, but we've got a lot of fry in here now because this is where they started. Now we've got some other fish, and these are the retired fish. Retired fish have the word tired in there. These are fish that come from different hatcheries. So these might be the big fish you're talking about. Keeping those fish in would be actually dangerous for them. If we put something across the creek to hold them in, then they'd be more predated. Basically, these fish have been at a hatchery from the age 2. That's when they start working at the hatchery. And when they no longer work, kind of, okay, maybe, okay. Euphemisms, this is where we are. Then they get to retire here.
So we finished the raft ride out onto
The big spring.
yeah, the big spring. We'll go with that. It was pretty cool. It's about 20 minutes that you're on the raft, I think.
Yeah.
It's kind of a slow ride. They have a wheel that the guy spins to bring you out and bring you back. But the water there is really cool. It's like 40 feet deep, or
45 feet
deep, and it looks like,
All the way to the bottom.
yeah, it just looks like you're looking down through air. I mean, the bottom's really cool too, where the spring comes up. The sand's bubbling up through the bottom of the spring, and they said it mostly just gets pushed down the river. That's why the bottom's not filled with sand. But it was pretty cool. Bryce wasn't too excited about waiting in line, but what did you think?
I thought it was cool.
All right, so now we're going to go pick up lunch and head to the beach.
My name is Zach. I'll be your captain, but unfortunately your narrator for today's cruise.
That was really cool.
It was awesome.
That was cool. That was cool after I got the camera.
I took 1,000,000 pictures.
Yeah.
I have probably 50 to 75 pictures I gotta get through.
I have
You probably have about 150 pictures and videos to go through.
Yep. We made it back from the Pictured Rock cruise. We stopped at Foggy's. I think it was Foggy's.
Foggy Steakhouse.
Foggy Steakhouse in Christmas, Michigan for dinner. Our plan was to head over to Altrain Beach and see the sunset from there, but we didn't actually get out of the restaurant in time to make it over for the sunset, so we just came back. Now we're cleaning up, getting things packed up and ready to go for tomorrow morning. We're going to get showers here, hopefully. Sydney's been using a lot of water, and since we didn't have the water hookup, hopefully she doesn't use it all and we all get a chance to get one. But this was a great stop too. I think like all the other stops we had, you could definitely stay here for more than
2 days.
2 days. We were here 2 days. You could probably easily stay here 4 days because there's a lot of hikes to waterfalls and other trails that we didn't do. A lot of other things you could do on the water. I don't know, do you see anything else?
There was, I want to say there was canoeing or kayaking down a river.
Yeah.
Because I thought about doing that today, but we did the big spring instead, so.
Yeah, the spring was about an hour drive away to get over there, but that was, I think, worth the drive. It was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. I've never seen anything like that before.
I think if you're staying over at Mackinac City, you could probably drive over from there and it'd be about the same amount of time as it was for us to get there.
Yeah,
so from either place, it'd be a nice stop. But I think this is going to be it for this video. We'll have one more video from this trip, and that'll be our last 2 stops at Sault Ste. Marie and Frankenmuth. So we're going to get cleaned up tonight, get ready for bed, and then head off in the morning on to Sault Ste. Marie. On our way there, we're going to stop at, do you know what those?
Tequanimon Falls?
Yeah, Tequanimon Falls. I think that's it.
Something like that.
If not, we'll say it right tomorrow. So, we'll see you tomorrow when we're getting packed up. And if you didn't check out our first video from Silver Lake Dunes and Sleeping Bear Dunes, go back and check that one out. And be sure to check out the next video where we're heading over to Sault Ste. Marie. So we'll see you soon.